Hey, welcome to Life with Colonel Lee. I'm Colonel Lee. We are getting ready for some storms. It is springtime here in central Texas, and if you know anything about Texas, we get a lot of bad storms. Lots of tornadoes, lots of high winds, lightning and thunder, heavy rain, and possibly some hail tonight. So the tent I'm going to be testing tonight in the storm is Unigear. It's made by Unigear. It's SpaceDome 2. Now this is a budget-friendly tent. It does come with aluminum poles. The tent material is waterproof, so this should be a good tent to protect you against high winds, torrential rains. You don't need a $500 tent to camp out in a storm, but you do need to make sure the tent you choose is waterproof and has aluminum poles, and it has guy out points. Those are the things that can really protect you against the elements. So if your tent is not waterproofed, then rain is going to soak in through your material and it's going to get you wet, everything, all your gear inside wet. And then if you don't have aluminum poles, the high winds will split, crack, and break your fiberglass poles. Now, there are lots of budget-friendly tents out there on the market, but you really need to go down and look at the details of the tent. What you're really looking for is waterproofness, aluminum poles, things like that. So the Unigear tent, the SpaceDome 2, is a good all-around 3-season tent, and it has good airflow. The sides, you're able to stake those out to allow fresh air in, and then it has roof vents. So you open those out and then the hot air escapes out the top. So you get a really good airflow in there. And this particular tent, you have 2 vestibules, and you get 2 styles of vestibules. You get the traditional style, which is a little bit different because the zipper goes all the way towards the side, and it gives you more options on how you want to open up your vestibule. Now the vestibule I'm sitting under right now, I call this porch mode or canopy mode. Now you're going to need some trekking poles or tarp poles to be able to set this tent up in this fashion. All right, as you're getting ready for a storm, you want to make sure your tent is in storm mode. So obviously you want to have all your vestibule doors closed. Next, you want to determine if your roof vents are going to be an issue with driving rain coming in from the side. Some tents, the rain can get through your roof vent. This one here is set up pretty good. So you have your brow here, and the tent material still goes up in a dome, and you have this extra material to kind of catch any bouncing water. So hopefully this roof vent will perform good during the rain, so we'll be able to keep our roof vents open. That's going to allow you to keep the stuffiness out of your tent. Also, we will guy out the sides, so that's going to increase the airflow through the bottom. So you want your guy lines secured to the tent really well, 45-degree angle from the tent, and stake down into the ground. The stake goes in 45-degree angle away from the tent. Once you have all 4 sides staked out, now you create your tension and get all 4 corners tightened. You're going to want to make sure your buckles are secured, and you want your material pretty tight against the poles. So we want to keep that rain fly secured to the pole structure. We had a good rain a while ago, high winds, and I had the roof vents open, and I think a little bit of moisture got in. It did not get on the inner tent, but it got on the outer of the inner tent. So I think it is just a very little bit, and it's basically just from the roof vents being open. So now it's kind of calmed down a little bit. I went ahead and closed the roof vents. We have more rain on the way. We are under tornado watch. The electricity in the house is off, so it's been off for about 20-25 minutes. We're set up here in the Unigear SpaceDome 2 tent. Got a pretty decent breeze coming through here. So it's not hot and stuffy in here at all. It's probably about 65 degrees outside, but it's very comfortable in here. Well, thanks for tuning in and experiencing a severe thunderstorm in the Unigear SpaceDome 2 tent. I thought this tent, for a budget-friendly tent, performed very, very well. It did an excellent job against the wind. Heavy rain, we didn't get any moisture coming through the rain fly. The only time that we did, we had a tiny bit come in when I had the roof vents open, and once I closed those, we had no issues at all. So as a budget-friendly tent goes, this tent really has it all. 2 different style of vestibules, the porch mode, which I'm sitting under right now. It's very sunny out, and this is just keeping the sun off of me to be able to do this shot right now. If you like this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up, and go ahead and consider subscribing. I do a lot of gear testing and a lot of camping adventures, and I like to do it in extreme weather sometimes. It really brings out the best or the worst in gear when you're camping and using them and testing them in extreme weather conditions. So the Unigear SpaceDome 2, 2 thumbs up, you did a great job. So if you're interested in this tent, there will be a link in the description box, and Unigear has provided me a 15% off code for all you viewers, whether you're subscribers or not, and enjoy 15% off purchasing your tent.